So I will start by letting our M&E officer to introduce herself, and then the other team members.
Good morning, everyone. My name is SUBEB Gombe, M&E officer, Cedarseed Foundation.
Good morning, all. My name is Deborah Hassan, Cedarseed Foundation as a volunteer.
Good morning, all.
You are from where?
From Joint Association of Associations.
Okay. CJC.
Okay.
My name is Bala Jibril Zanna from Garden Goa. I represent JONAPI, Joint Association of Persons with Disabilities.
Daddy go just so that you go on.
My name is
Okay, this gentleman is.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. My name is Yusuf Abubakar Mohammed Lawan, Secretary General, Deaf Association of the State. He represents the journal. My name is Morgan Abner, interpreter, working with Joint Association of Persons with Disability in the state.
My name is Wu Musa.
So thank you very much. We would like to introduce and talk, say our purpose of coming here, and the M&E officer would do that, and I look forward to hearing.
Once again, good morning. I'm fine. So I would like to read the speech of Cedarseed Foundation. Even though SUBEB will bear with us, the form of our reading is a little bit slow, and we have the deaf persons here, that person that is interpreting for him. To interpret it, I have to be following them so that we will get everything that we are discussing here. That is the format of doing inclusive, and we are here as you see us here. We have people that they are non-disabled and physically challenged, and persons person that have a deaf person and blind. So we are everybody is carrying a load. So I would like to read the speech of Cedarseed Foundation. Thank you so much. Good morning, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings from Cedarseed Foundation. I would like to begin by appreciating the chairman of SUBEB Gombe States. The chairman of SUBEB Gombe States, Honorable Babaji Babadidi, for finding it worthy to grant our request for these visits, and for making sure that these visits within the shortest possible time. Within the shortest possible time. Sorry. Within the shortest possible time, your speedy response to our request is glutton, and we are honored. What will not fail me to also appreciate the board of directors the board of directors, management, and staff of this great institution for this opportunity that we have been given to come on this advocacy. Sorry, even though I will just summarize some of the things here, so that because of our time, I will summarize it. We are here at the behest of the board and management of Cedarseed Foundation. Cedarseed Foundation, a youth-led, non-governmental, non-profit and non-sectarian membership basic development organization with the mission of providing service that support persons with disability to participate in all aspects of life by mainstreaming their issue and concern into national development agenda based on the United Nations Convention on the right of persons with disability. Our objective are strengthening the capacity of persons with disability, promote awareness on the rights of persons with disability, and collaborate with key stakeholders in establishing linkages for access to social services. Recently, Cedarseed Foundation received funding from USAID. Received funding from USAID. That is USAID to the Nigerian State Accountability, Transparency and Effectiveness Activity, state-to-state projects to implement a project titled Revive Initiative, advocating and promoting inclusive basic education in Gombe State. This project is to implement in 6 local governments. So in 6 local governments that we are going to implement this project is we have Akpo local government area, we have Ilim local government area, we also have Gombe local government area, Kwame and Yamal too.
You forget Shango.
Okay, sorry, Shango local government area. That is the 6th local government that we are going to carry the activities.
Okay.
Yes. And this project is an intentional attempt to rally relevant key stakeholders towards realization the national policy of inclusive education, which if done successfully will provide all existing and newly established primary and secondary schools with inclusive and accessible by infrastructures. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, infrastructure like classroom, playground, toilets, adaptive teaching, instructional aids, and technology such as hearing aids, well-trained teaching and non-teaching staff, public awareness program and create relevant legal and policy framework on inclusive education. So, like I said, I will just summarize it, and since we all have a copy, you people will find time and go through it. So that is the aim of being here, because we know that universal basic education is the first place that we are going to come if we need to achieve our aim, because our aim is to strengthening the capacity of persons with disability and our children, that is children with disability, will get access to go to school. There is no need of them to come down to Gombe because in Gombe State we have only one special school.
Two.
Okay, only two special school and existing one existing special school. Because I know Injury is not existing.
No, it's existing. It's not functional.
Okay.
Oh, it's functional.
It's functional? All right. So, okay. Yeah. So we have two special schools in Gombe State, and which is some of the children with disability are finding it difficult to come down to Gombe or Injury, more especially persons with disability, children with disability that are in Funakaye, and they will come down to Gombe or to Injury to come and attend school. So what we are soliciting for SUBEB here to help us, to collaborate with us, and we want to partner with SUBEB so that we will have time together to implement this issue of inclusive education, so that children with disability will just go nearby school close to their house and attend school with any other children, so that with this it will bring the potential. If you see the person, we have one here in Gombe State, Gombe High School. She's there, she's blind, and she's attending school with everybody's children. And if you see her, you will see how she's interacting with everybody. There is no fear, and she did not even isolate herself as she has a shortcoming or she's not seeing, that she will not come and interact with people that are seeing. So inclusive education is bringing potential, and even to make the children with disability to be interacting with everybody. So that is why we are here. We are seeking for your partnership, seeking for your support, seeking to collaborate with us so that we achieve our goal in 1 year. Thank you, sir, and God bless you from Cedarseed Foundation. Thank you.
Try to, as much as possible, to engage the relevant stakeholders for this project. So we hope and pray that we will have a great and successful working period through this 1 year and a possible 3 year of this project. Thank you very much, and then we look forward to hearing your responses and the next steps possible. Okay. Thank you very much.
Policy that has to do with education from 0 level to highest level. This is what is discussed extensively, and that is what is expected to be, taking place in all our schools. And you can see higher institutions have started already. Like when you say university, just by your side, that is at the higher level. But basic, you will be rest assured that we are going to comply with this. We are going to work with it because it's timely and it's our own work. We have to do it because that is what we are supposed to do. By doing so, we are engaging the out-of-school children the more, isn't it? And not only that, out-of-school children that are in the street will be reduced, and not only that, opportunity, which is accessibility and affordability to basic education and general education generally, is going to be enhanced. So it is our mandate to do that. Even before you come, that is what we have dated with. We really want to fashion out the policy so that a child does not need to go to anywhere. The nearby school, you just go and interact because it's inclusive. So there is nothing like having a special school alone. If that one exists, pari also hand in hand with the general inclusive, all-inclusive, is all welcome. So this is our promise to you because it's our mandate. We are going to do it, and thank God the board is here. And I'm going to relate it back to the executive chairman as well as the board itself, so that we sit down in a matter of urgency to make sure that we start, drafting how we're going to get teachers that can be, doing all this kind of activity. And thank God that you have keyed in to support us, because the major constraint, usually, when you go to places, you see a child will come and say, please, I'm looking for hearing, help me with hearing aid, help me with my prayers, and all that is finished, and the student from here and there. So this will now make them have time for their education, and also there will be, there's going to be increase in enrollment, because education for the physically challenged people is quite expensive, and they cannot do it alone. So thank God that you have come in, you have keyed in to help the government, because as far as I'm concerned, you're helping the government and invariably helping the society. And any philanthropy is supposed to support your activity. So on the policy issue, you should be rest assured that the board is going to, because the board is the sole, body that is responsible to mapping out this kind of policies, design the policies so that they can be implemented. So inshallah, we're going to do that, and if possible, even the current session, that is second term now, any child that is having this kind of physical challenge, if he's having his hearing and other things, he can key into any school, transfer from any other place based on proximity, and he can key in to start this activity. We just hope and pray that God should give you the strength and more resources to be able to cover other local government, not only these 6 local governments. So thank you very much. I will give other board members and other directors floor to chip in 1 or 2 things. Thank you so much.
As my colleague has already welcomed you to this important agency. I'm a politician. I always talk as a politician. The reason we have to do the good work done by His Excellency the Executive Governor of Gombe State to persons with disability in the state by intervention in the 2 schools we have in the state. Because sometimes we do come across line-ups because that the government is not doesn't care about the schools and so on. Sometimes in a forum like that, sometimes we have to express what we have done so far. Like if you can bear me witness in special education center here in Gombe, last year we were able to construct additional toilet to them. We were able to construct 2 blocks of 2 classrooms. We were able to renovate the abandoned, dilapidated girls hostel, which was abandoned by the previous administration. But when we come, we are able to renovate it. We provide additional double bunk beds, mattresses, and so forth in the school. And this year, we are coming. In a couple of weeks, we will be in that school. We are going to renovate their kitchen. We are going to provide some instructional material. We are going to provide additional 200 mattresses to Billiri. We are going to renovate their hostel in Billiri. We are going to renovate one of their classes in Billiri. Inshallah, the next so that is the little bit contribution we are making. This shows that we are committed to bringing the change mantra with His Excellency the Executive Governor of Gombe, Salaji Mahmoud Inuaya, has promised the physically challenged. And inshallah, when we have recruitment process, I tell the deaf, we are going to, I will stand for them to make sure that some of deafs and blinds were fully absorbed within the system we are going to do. And they are representative. I told them, we are here to get approval from Excellency in that regard. So, what you are here with very, very important agenda. Even in the national policy, as discussed by my colleague now, we're having 2 smart schools. In these smart schools, it has been planned with inclusive education. The other one, it has reached advanced stage by the SUBEB here at the back of Government Science Secondary School, Gombe. That is around Bubashabu area. It's an edifice. Maybe you can have time to go and see it. And the other one is coming up in Deba now. So they are very, very, very important, well planned, well equipped with modern equipment for inclusive education. The SUBEB will do the construction. We, the Gombe SUBEB, we are going to manage it. That is right. So I will look through the content in brief on 2 of your latest and the one you see. I've seen where you're coming. The major challenges we are having in Russia. These children, they need special treatment, they need special care, they need special empathy. So therefore, we lack the personnel to teach them or take care of them. I don't know much about this, but I know for you to teach a deaf, even in the inclusive, you need to have a teacher who can be able to read the braille. Like I'm illiterate in braille, so I cannot teach braille. Likewise, even deaf, you need teachers who can handle deaf issue. So the challenges we have 2 obvious. I know we have deaf with certificate. Even if we don't have the approval to employ them, we have to use what we have. So therefore now, I know the key one of the most important areas, the key was maybe you have to help us in what? In teaching the teachers we are having on these special education courses. And in some schools, we have what we call RAMs, no? A child with a disability, if he has to have a RAM to enter classes, and we have thousands of classes across Gombe State. So therefore, we need in areas where it is established that those students, they need RAMs. So etc. So your coming is very, very important as government and long-term should bear full responsibility of education. Despite our community, the resources is meager when we have daunting challenges to cross. So I wish you the very best of luck in this your program. We are going to partner with you as the family member said earlier. And inshallah, will give you all our support.
And then all the information we need, then we sit down as a board to look at it and see how it's going to be implemented. I think that we need to have the work plan. And you mentioned also other relevant stakeholders. You have mentioned SUBEB, so I don't know whether you have met others or you are going to meet other people, even though you say you want to start with us being the most critical stakeholders. Honestly, even without you coming, we will have done it in our own little way that is projected to government, because that is the international best practice. You cannot do without that. So that's why every speaker that spoke now said it is apt, it is timely, that what you have come for came at the right time. So I think we will need the work plan so that we sit down, we discuss as a board, and see how with the relevant our directors, see how we can implement it. Thank you so much.
Government agencies feel like these people have come again and all of that, but the situation is different here. We are just getting the one work done, and then it means that we are going to have a great experience of the project throughout. And then it is good to hear that most of the things that we have captured here is already things that you have been working on or have planned to work on in recent times. It means that also that we are going to enjoy the working period. But then there is also a particular period of this project where we'll come and have an engagement with the SUBEB. Is in the work plan, and then we'll go back to it and draft everything. While drafting it, we'll communicate to the board to see how it's going to be feasible with your time and our own time, to make sure that there is no clashes or any issues in this work plan. So definitely, as you have requested, we will do as much as possible and as fast as possible, as a matter of urgency, to send down the work plan all through the year, and if possible, exceeding three years we are possibly going to have. We really appreciate the welcome, we really appreciate everything that has said, and we are going to take notes and note of everything that has been said and take it seriously, because it's a very serious project, as you have said, and it's timely, because persons with disability have been far left behind. But we thank God for the present government for all they have been doing, and we know that a lot is going to be done. We thank you very much, and then I would like to request that M&E officer, if she has anything to say, a vote of thanks or anything.
I want to start by appreciating the SUBEB. Thank you so much, like Mr. Emmanuel said. Our welcome here is very, very different, and we appreciate you for that. So we are going to bring everything that we are supposed to do on this project, by God bless, so that people will see it and work together. Without you, we cannot work perfectly. So thank you so much, and we will be coming here time to time. If our executive director should be in town, we will come here with her so that people will see her and discuss more with her. Thank you so much, and God bless you from Cedarseed.